Hello and welcome to the bonus week, Staying Healthy While on the Go, coming in live from Alpharetta, Georgia. This is what it's about, is making time to do what's important, even when you have an erratic schedule, when you're busy. It's about making it happen, even when things don't always work out the way you planned. It's making the best of what you have. So today, the presentation I'm going to share with you a little presentation I put together for you apropos of traveling and how to stay healthy while on the go. It's time to weave the practice into our busy lives. Envision what your perfect day is. It's so important to have that idea on the outlook. And when we say perfect, that's of course in quotation marks because there is no perfect. We're always working for progress, not perfection. But what would that look like to you? Would it be having a great sleep, having great family time, exercise, breakfast, work, home, happiness? What does your perfect day look like? Because we know that life happens. So we can envision perfect, but we have to prepare for reality, right? We plan on getting from point A to point B. I've got this many things to do. And then we got a kid sick, you got a flat tire, something comes up. So you make plans. And I always love the quote, you want to make God laugh, make plans. When we preemptively strike and have things in place, we're better prepared for when those pitfalls happen. When they don't happen, awesome, we're prepared. And when they do happen, awesome, we're prepared. So it keeps us staying the course, setting ourselves up for success. Remember, in the mindset, there's so many things to do. Is my health just one more thing? You got to work, you got the kids, you got the spouse, you got the groceries, the cleaning, all the things. There's so many things to do. So is your health just one more thing to do? I'm too busy to improve. This is an homage to my Lego son. He is a real human, but he loves Legos. We haven't got time. We're busy delivering. It's like, I've got an idea. So this is about putting wheels on your cart. Rather than dragging through life, we're going to make it happen to where you get to put wheels on your everyday life to make things go smoothly, even when things go sideways. Because is health the last thing on your mind? Nope, it should not be. You are your number one priority. You are number one. I was just on an airplane talking about putting that oxygen mask on you first before you can help anybody else. And we've heard that analogy 1,000 times, and I probably heard it 1,001 times before it really clicked in what that actually meant. Was if I don't take care of me, if I don't love me, if I don't put my health and wellness first, I'm going to be in a deficit for everything else I do. So how do we do it? The distance between your dreams and reality is called action. It's taking small steps. It doesn't have to be huge. And I'm going to say this many times. It doesn't have to be huge, elaborate stances. It's just simple things we do every single day. Small, tiny actions. Time to set yourself up for success. What you have to do for your success is to figure out how your day actually goes, where the time leaks are. What time are you getting up? When are you eating? How are you spending your time? How are you spending your downtime? How much downtime are you having? Are you avoiding things that need to get done? Are you stressed about the things that need to get done? Looking at your day, if you haven't done time audit, I recommend you do that. It's so important to have an idea of how your day is structured. Even if you have an erratic structure, you can have a morning routine and an evening routine because I know how well it sets me up for the next day. I'm an entrepreneur. My days go sideways, all kinds of random meetings, clients. So I have to have pillars in place. When you know where you can put food, nutrition, exercise, movement into your daily, you're setting yourself up for success. Mind the mind. Overall wellness. Remember, think on a continuum. I'm going to say it 1,000 more times and you can count it. We are not all or nothing creatures. We are thinking on a continuum, which equals doing the best you can. Sometimes your best is up here and sometimes it's down here. Wherever you are, sometimes it's just going to be taking 5 minutes for a wind down time before bed, 5 minutes to plan for the next day's workout and nutrition. These are like 5-minute increments, very small things that you can do in your everyday life. Just turning off electronics, like going for a walk. There are small things that you can do for your overall wellness. Weave it into your everyday. And it goes from little to extreme. Wherever you are on the spectrum, whatever you're doing now, build on top of that. Practice. Look at your schedule. See where you can plug in health. What are we getting ready for? Life as it happens. What are we doing here? We're getting ready for life as it happens. So, what are the different scenarios that come up in life as we go through it? I'm going to tell you. The daily, going to be out for a while, fuel up. The reason that I have a ginormous breakfast is because, like I said, I really don't know what's coming down the pipe. I need to be set up for success. I need to know that I have at least had some good lean protein, healthy carbs, complex carbs, vegetables, and healthy fats at some point in my day. When I start my breakfast, and remember, breakfast is breaking the fast. You've been fasting all night sleeping. So you break your fast, that first meal of the day, make it count. Make it chock full of all those essential macronutrients, which are your complex carbohydrates, including your vegetables and fruits, your lean proteins, and your healthy fats. Because then you know when everything goes sideways, or plan it in the middle of the day, whenever you break your fast, but plan it well. Plan out time to take advantage of that time. On the weekends, I get up, I make coffee, I got to do some things, and then I eat breakfast later because I wake up a little later. I sleep for one more sleep cycle. I don't go work out. So I plan to have breakfast a little later. I have my coffee first. So fit it in for what's going to work best for you. Fuel up for the day. Start your day with great fuel. If you're going to be out and about town, this is so funny because I love the snacks that they have listed here. I like nuts, edamame even. I like protein powder, although I'm picky, so I like to blend it in a blender. Packing a little cooler if you're going to be out and about town, especially if you're driving around, having that little snack pack with you, it's going to be huge. Less likely to pull over somewhere and just eat something on the go. I like the raw veggies and hummus. There's things that I use that I love, like little coolers and little containers that you can use when you're going around. Nuts and seeds are so easy. There's really great protein bars with very limited sweetness in it. Usually it's dates are sweeteners, which have fiber, which is good. Have a chocolate with nuts and seeds. They're tasty. I do recommend Gentle Floss because that stuff does get stuck in your teeth, especially if there's chia involved. I think grilled chicken breast slices seems a little extreme where I'm going around the town. But I guess if I was going to be out for 12 hours, I would want to have something like that. But there's some really great examples of things that you can have. Hard-boiled eggs, I like other people's, so I prefer not to deflect them. So I save my hard-boiled eggs for home. But that's up to you, whatever you think is good. You know what? A really great little snacky snack, though, is I take hard-boiled eggs. It sounds gross. I mash it with half an avocado and an egg, and you mash it up. Oh my gosh, it's so little salt and pepper, so good. Maybe a little hot sauce in there too. Delicious. I love that little snack. You got your healthy fats, you got protein. It's a delicious little snacky snack on the go. And it really fills you up too. There's a little recipe here. This will be in your workbook as well. Chef Jen's almond protein bars. I haven't tried these yet, but they look really good, especially with the chocolate evenly drizzled over the top. So those look awesome. You can use any protein powder. I've been using dairy-based protein powder later, but some really good pea proteins on the market. If you don't have a dairy issue, then I like Vital Proteins myself that I get at Costco for a reasonable price. This is really good. Lots of puffed rice and pumpkin seeds, which are really good for you, almond butter, honey. So they're not just chewing on cardboard all day. It's like actually really tasty. You can store them so that they keep for up to 10 days. So that's awesome. And again, just moderation. And I like this Aaron's Easy Bring With You salad. I used to pack salads with me all the time because it's so easy. I've packed the dressing separately. You can get those tiny little cups, make sure they seal well. And then with balsamic, the easy shake up and you put it over your salad. And I used to put the lid back on, shake up the box, and then it was totally perfectly evenly distributed. It was awesome. Salads on the go are super easy and super easy to prep in advance. If you're going to be out and about, grab a fork, the little cooler pack in your car, and you're good to go. And then get little freezer packs you can toss in your freezer. Once these things become a part of your everyday, it becomes more natural. It's going to be difficult in the beginning getting into the habit, but once that is your normal, you're not even going to think about it. We're going on a road trip. When you're on the road, I say bring a picnic blanket and pack a cooler. When we take the kids out, we like to experience local cuisine. You have these cool little mom and pop restaurants on the road in these small towns in Texas. So that's really fun. But we're in the hotel. We always bring snacks for the kids, healthy snacks, some not so healthy snacks. We always bring lots of fresh fruit. We go on river trips up to the hill country, and some people bring vegetables, fruit, all the berries, oranges, whatever's easy for the kids to eat. So as they're just hanging out in the hotel room at night, it's easy for them to pick at healthy food. And you too, you have those, you're less likely to have the chips and all the garbage at the gas station, but we'll talk about that too. So when you're at the gas station, airport, remember, think on a continuum. Have I mentioned that before? Think on a continuum. You always want to see what's better for you. I go to Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's is a local gas station here that has everything. I'm pretty sure you can buy cars and refrigerators there. It has everything. So I'll get like a fruit basket-y thing. And then they have a yogurt thing, berries, but they also have homemade French fries. So they're legit sliced potatoes that they deep fry right there. Totally worth the hit. So good. Come in a little cup, put those in your cup holder. And then I get dill pickle to go with the chips, and then a Dr. Pepper to even everything out because it's Texas and you have to have Dr. Pepper on a road trip. It's the law here in Texas. So balance it out. You can have treats, but just try and get something healthy into you. One time I went out, I didn't get anything healthy. I got chips, cheesy poofs. They have these horrible things called beaver nuggets at Buc-ee's. I was eating all that. I thought I was going to die by the time I got to where I was going. I'm like, okay, next time eat some fruit. I'll be happy that I did. So again, think on a continuum, which is better. What's going to make me feel better? What am I not going to have to stop at one of those horrible roadside rest areas anytime soon? So just keep that in mind. How to make a decent gas station meal. And y'all, I'm not kidding you. This is how I plan most of my meals. When I'm tired and I don't have anything prepared, we ate all the food, we didn't have leftovers. All right, what protein do we have? What carbs do we have? What fats and what vegetable can I throw in there? So, okay, we got chicken breasts. I got broccoli and cauliflower. I'll roast those and I'll cook some rice and call it a day. It's the same thing at a gas station. You're looking for things that are going to fuel your body, taste good, and you're not going to be in pain later down the road. Literally. All right, ready for takeoff. We're going on a trip. This was me today, and I did have my apple and banana. On a plane or train, make the most of meal offerings. So if you're going on a long flight and you don't want to pack a picnic basket, they do have some decent choices now on a lot of the airlines. Protein boxes are really good. The little tapas box, the meats and the cheeses. That's a better choice than whatever comes heated in the pan or the pizza or whatever that awful offerings are. Just try and keep it as real as possible. And I know those don't look awfully real, especially the meat that's probably in there, but it's just a better choice. And then make use of your carry-on. Today I had my protein bars in there. I've got my little energy balls, and I said energy, and my water, of course. Keep things, if you're feeling peckish, you got that, and you don't have to rely on something from the Hudson News, which they'll charge you $5 for a small bag of chips or a candy bar. So you might as well bring something with you. Save yourself $1 and your tummy, your lower intestine. In a hotel, I'm in a hotel right now. I'm only here for 2 days, so cannot get a book a room with a kitchenette. But again, when we go on our river trips, we get an Airbnb that has a kitchenette. So then we can cook for the kids and we can have the fridge and we have all the things. So make it convenient for you. Head to the nearest grocery store. I haven't had a chance today, but I usually go to the grocery store as soon as I get here, stock up vegetables and the eggs, hard-boiled eggs, things I can throw in the fridge so I can have them at the ready. Because, you know, if you don't want to pay exorbitant amount for a hotel breakfast that's really not that awesome, it's awesome just to have those things that you can eat right in your room. I don't know if I've ever stayed in a hotel so fancy that has a mini bar. I just stay in hotels with so, but I guess if they do have a mini bar, you can put stuff in there so you're not charged because you pull something out and they charge you for it. This I actually wanted to try, and I forgot to bring oats with me because I thought it'd be fun. Pour dry oats into the paper cup and run the hot water and let it sit and stir in some protein powder. I was like, I have to try that at some point because I don't always have it downstairs, and then I'm sad. Oatmeal is one of my road trip when I'm on the road, things I like to have for breakfast. At restaurants, conferences like we are right now, don't aim for perfection. Just pick the menu item that's best for you. We just went for lunch. It was a burger place. It was a local, cool burger place. I wasn't at the wheel, so I didn't have any choice on where we went, but it actually turned out really well. I forewent the bun and I had an open face. I didn't eat all the bread. I had the burger. I had salad on the side, but then my friend ordered the homemade mac and cheese and it was really good. And so I had a few bites of that. So that was awesome. So like I'm making better choices. I got my meat, I got my greens, and I didn't have all the bread. And as for garnishes, I think that's genius actually. Could I add some more tomatoes, please? Could I get some more orange slices? Whatever they have, why not? They're just going to throw it on there. So you might as well ask for more, get a few more aminos and feel good about it. Build your own restaurant like Chipotle, Pret a Manger. So there's lots of places where you can put together your own meals and make a precision nutrition friendly fast food meal. Toss the bun, order salad, have some fruit, and you've got an awesome meal. So there's ways around it. You can still eat. If you have to go to fast food, there's always great options on fast food menus, especially these days, because there's a demand for it. So make your plan when you're going on a really long stay, like for work, business, pre-order groceries or order groceries from a local service so you don't have to drive all over town or find out where the local grocery stores are. Pre-order meals and restaurant menus so you can decide in advance what you want to order. And I purchase kitchen equipment for your temporary kitchen. So make sure you have a good knife. You don't even want to put these in your luggage, but have a good knife, have a cutting board, a shaker bottle for you doing protein shakes and non-perishable items like spices and things. Have those. If you're going to be someplace for a month, then these are great things to have. And then you're not at the mercy of one more soy packet from the local Chinese restaurant. Check your head. When you're traveling, decide, are you going to stick to your healthy habits or take a temporary break? My sister was just in California, so she got lots of walking in. So it's not all or nothing. She ate really well. She didn't gain as much weight as she usually does. She did stay on top of her water. So it doesn't have to be all or nothing. Choose what you're willing to stick to and still have a good time and not beat yourself up. You're not abandoning it. You're putting on a temporary hold. Just try and take something with you so that you can maintain yourself. And remember, this is about your overall health and well-being. It's not just the number on the scale. It's about feeling good at the beginning and the end of the day. So I aim for better instead of perfect. This helps you avoid the get mentality. That's hilarious. And hunger is not an emergency. It's okay to be hungry for a couple of hours, unless you're going to have low blood sugar. I mean, you got to listen to your body. If you're feeling lightheaded, then get something into you. And what are your minimums? At least one serving of greens a day. Make a deal with yourselves. I brought 2 workout outfits. I'll be working out tomorrow morning and Wednesday morning because Thursday I'm going to be so tired when I get home. I'm not going to want to work out. So I planned ahead. And they've got a gym here because I'm working at the gym. I brought my workout stuff with me. I'm good to go. So no matter what happens, you can always fall back on the simple stuff. Eat slowly and mindfully until satisfied, 80% full. All right, moving on. See what I did there? So don't press the pause button. So when you go, make sure you're still including physical activity because physical activity offers a long list of amazing benefits. The brain, our veins, our respiratory system, metabolism, keeping things moving while you're on holiday. It's great to lounge around at the beach. But it's also amazing to, like when we were in Thailand, they had these cool excursions, but we also did like a kickboxing class and a yoga class on the beach. So oftentimes if you're at a resort, they have these offerings that you can partake in and you end up feeling really good and you can include it and it's fun and you get to try new things. I never did kickboxing before until that point. And it was Muay Thai. I'm like, this is so cool. And I got to hit things and it was fun. You're on vacation. You want to feel good. So keep moving, rest, read your book, sit on the beach, go for your walks, try and keep a balance, try and keep moving because take a break, but just keep moving. Stress can make you lose conditioning faster. If you're stressful, you're under emotional stress, increase your breathing rate. It decreases CO2 in the body. So it has a physiological effect. So if you're stressed out, your body's going to take a hit. Movement is a stress reliever. Keeping moving is going to keep your body in that green zone, functioning well. So you want to keep moving. Even if you're not doing a full workout, if you're still moving, still getting that resistance training of some sort, stairs, walking on the beach. Walking on the beach can be laborious. So still keep moving. Simple do anywhere workout. So this was me at my niece's house a few years ago. I brought my mini bands with me. Actually, I have them here. I brought my mini bands with me to work out. So she worked out with me. We did a full workout just using mini bands. We didn't have any dumbbells. I brought them specifically So these are mini bands. So I have mini bands. You can use them with your upper body. You can use them lower body. You can get a set of three different tensions for like $6-7 American. Then you got the longer tube variety of workout gear. You can use these for curls. You can use them for rows. You can do all kinds of things with the mini tube. And these are also really inexpensive and they travel really well. I just shove them in my backpack. This will be in your workbook. How many times to do the reps? This is a simple workout that I'm including. You do this every day just to get moving. If you can't think of anything else to do, you can do this. Always remember to engage your abdominal muscles. So bring your navel to your belly in any movement you're doing. Weight from your heels to the ball of your foot. So you always want to be balanced between your heels and the balls of your feet. You can lift your toes to get a feeling of where that is. You want to be centered over those feet. Squeeze shoulder blades together when you're working out, back and down, and listen to your body. Bear crawl. So these are things you're going to have in your workbook. There's modifications. So mods are pull the roof. You're just pulling down as you stand, pulling down. You can do that in a seated position, pulling down, doing 10 reps at a time, 5 times, or leg lift, standing and lifting one leg at a time. This is going to work that core the same as a bear crawl does. Seated knee raises or add dumbbells. Reverse lunge. You can do this without dumbbells. You can do this with a chair beside you. You can do this with stability. You can go back as far as is comfortable if you have knee issues, just flexing your glute. Make sure you're standing on a sturdy surface. Use something to balance yourself. And to increase it, you can elevate your front foot or elevate your back foot while you're for a static up and down lunge. So there's things that you can decrease and increase. Push-ups, you can start at push-ups from the wall, push off from a counter, push up from your knees, or elevate your feet. Do a classic push-up. There's things you can do. This will all be in your workbook. Sit on it. Squats, you can sit on a higher chair. If you guys haven't started squats, or a stool, and then get up again. That's a squat. Every time you're sitting in a chair and you stand up and you press your heels and sit back down and stand back up, you're doing squats. So you can use that. You can sit up and down in a chair. You can use a band to hold the band. If I anchor this on something, I can use this to help me when I'm doing squats to anchor me, or you can always use a stable surface for support. Hold on to something while you're doing a squat, or add dumbbells once you get a little more further advanced. These are just simple movements, single arm dumbbell rows. Use a chair, anything you have at the ready for dumbbells, squeezing that shoulder back, single arm. When you have mini bands, you can exercise anywhere. You can choose weight at home. You can have weights, 15 to 30 pounds for women, 30 to 50 pounds for men, unless you're me. So I will use 15 to 50 personally. But with mini bands, you can work out anywhere because it's going to give you resistance. Resistant bands go a long way. Make it easy. When you're busy and stressed, work memory and willpower are low. Here's how to make a minimal workout happen. Keep things handy. Plan it in your head, plan it in your calendar, make them readily available. Make sure you don't need to root for your equipment or your workout gear. Make it handy. The workout is a reward because you're honoring your body and making it stronger. So if you're feeling vulnerable, don't worry. You don't have to know how to do all these things. You don't have to do them to perfection. You just have to move in some meaningful way. And like I said, if you can't do it, this guy's doing a single leg squat. I can't do that. And I don't know if I ever will, but I haven't tried. So we'll see. Dumbbells, use something that's heavy. There's always things that you can modify. And why this plan works is it requires minimal time and equipment. You can do this in 10 minutes if you need to. Although I always recommend a warm up. Use compound exercises. That means you can do 2 movements at once using big muscles and a big range of motion. So you get more out of each rep, like in the lunge. Maintain joint and tissue health. It helps you avoid all or nothing downward spiral or feeling off the track with exercise. Just doing simple movements makes you feel like you did something, you accomplished something. Gives your dietary sugar a purpose, mitigating chances of increased fat storage and weight gain. It gives your sugar coming into your body a place to go, and it keeps your stress in check. So a little bit of movement every day goes a long way. And always, always remember, just have fun. Thank you so much. I hope this is giving you some good content, keeping busy on the go, not just for travel, but also in your everyday to day life. Take care. God bless. Love you. That's a command. We'll talk to you soon.